Welcome back, everybody, to another edition of This Week in the XFL. I'm your host, as always, the referee representing XFL Newsroom. The number one source in XFL news. So hopefully everybody signed up this week because we have a few cool stories to talk about. But before we do, we wanted to remind everybody we have a 1,000 subscriber giveaway going on right now, and we are getting close. We're less than 10 away. So here's what we're gonna do. I'm almost confident, I'm pretty sure we're gonna hit that 1,000 number by the time we hit our next video next week. Every Friday, 11 Eastern, 8 Pacific. So be there, be square. So what we're gonna do is we're actually gonna roll it over. We're gonna do 2 more weeks. We're gonna announce the winner, not the next video, but the video after. So that means if you like, comment, and subscribe to this video and the next video or the video after, or if you're subscribed, just like and comment and you'll get that extra entry to get signed up. And what are you gonna get? You're gonna get an XFL hat just like this one. Plus we're gonna put some other XFL goodies in there. So get signed up, hit all the things that you need to, and we're gonna get to the news. So the first story of the week is a little bit of some unfortunate news, but I figure we'll start it off on a downer and then ramp up through the episode, right? No reason to be sad or end it off sad. But luckily, I don't think anything bad happened to this, but you may have heard the news that there were some scammers targeting potential XFL Draft invitees, right? So earlier this week, Malik Duncan posted an email that he received. Now, at first sight, it seems like it came from Eric Galko inviting him to the XFL Draft. But beyond the typos, beyond the other things that make it a little glaringly unreal, they were also asking for money for a guaranteed spot in the league. And now this is something the XFL will never do, right? So if you are one of those potential players trying to get that draft spot, do not fall for these scams. Luckily, Malik, he didn't. He posted it, thankfully, to Twitter so other people could see the email. And you know what? He wasn't the only one. There were some other folks in that thread that were posting that they had received the same email. So far, it doesn't seem like anybody's fell for it. So that's the good news. But we wanted to make everybody aware that this is going on because we don't want to see anyone scammed. We want to see people live out their dreams and not really get scammed in the end. So the dudes at NFL Draft Diamonds reached out to the XFL to ask them if they knew about this email, and it sounds like Eric Galko's email account may have been hacked, and that's why these emails went out. Now there is some other ways that they could have done this, just from like email spoofing and things like that. But again, we just wanted to talk about the story. We do know a lot of folks watch this show. And we do know that there are potential and people that have received draft invites that watch this show, so sign you up and thank you. So we wanted to make everyone aware. So that's the bummer news of the week, right? Now we're gonna move on to the fun stuff. So really, we're actually gonna switch focus from the XFL over to the AAF again. And usually when we're talking about the Alliance, it's usually sad news that we don't want to hear. But this is some intriguing news. So Steve Spurrier, someone that's not known to keep his mouth quiet, he likes to talk, and it for the better, not for the worse. And if anyone can, he can do it, right? Because if you're gonna talk, you need to back it up, and he did that because he was the most winningest coach in the AAF. So we're excited there. So Spurrier recently joined the Locked On Gators podcast to talk about a few different items. So first and foremost, they asked him if he would consider getting back into coaching, maybe something like the XFL or back in college, and this is what he had to say. Something like that would probably be more my style if it came up again. Coach about 4 months a year, 4 or 5, something like that. He needs a year off. I coached 8 games with the original Orlando Apollos, and he needs that year off, right? So where it gets really interesting here is when they asked him about his Apollos, and he started talking about it. He thinks that his Orlando Apollos could beat at least 2 current NFL teams, right? So he said not only the Dolphins, because that's the one that everyone's going to think of. Of course, the Dolphins, they're worse for wear right now. They're not looking too hot. There's people trying to leave that team. But the other one he mentioned was the Jets, and I don't know if I believe that one so much. But again, let us know what you think. Let us know down in the comments below, or click the link to the Discord in the description and hang out with a lot of other like-minded XFL fans just like you and me for that matter. So sign us up, sign Spurrier up. I don't know. Like I said, it's possible they could beat the Dolphins. It's possible that they could get creamed by the Dolphins. We'll never know really, because the AAF's not coming back. Even if they did, that Orlando team wouldn't be the same. But hey, only time will tell. So we're going to move back to the XFL here, and we have some more trademark news, right? So earlier this week, 3 new trademarks went live for the league, and these were logo-based trademarks, right? So these look to be alternative logos. We don't know if these are going to be something that the league plans on using, maybe something for the sleeve, or like I said, just that alternative logo. We've seen a couple of the other teams have those alt logos, specifically the Wildcats. We've seen the Roughnecks, but now we have the Renegades and two alt logos for the New York Guardians, right? And quite honestly, I like all of them. The Renegades one maybe leaves a little to desire, but the Guardians ones, now those are pretty sweet. I wouldn't mind having a hat with really any 3 of these on here. I still need to get my Roughnecks hat, but I got the XFL one. I like it. It's full compass. You know, although I am a home team fan of the Roughnecks, in all reality, I'm sporting all the teams in the league. So I want to get gear from all of them just to, you know, show my support. And I know there's a lot of other folks that are doing the same. But again, here, what do you think about these logos? To me, they're pretty sleek. They're pretty cool. I actually like the front face version of the Guardian more than I do the main logo, right? But again, we don't know if these are going to be used. These may have just been concepts. These could just be alt logos. Only time will tell. So while we're talking about logos and possible news, we wanted to talk about the big news that came out this week, or at least the potentially big news that came out this week. So Wednesday on Twitter, somebody posted a picture of what seems to be the Tampa Bay Vipers jersey. Now, I'm going to preface this that none of this is confirmed. We don't know if this is real, or if it's a concept, or if it's a mock-up, or maybe even a prototype. There was a few things missing. So the main thing to me that was missing from this jersey was any type of supplier branding, right? There's no Nike logo, Adidas, Under Armour, nothing like that. But I will say it does look pretty intriguing, and it does look pretty cool. I like the jersey, and I would be perfectly fine if they go that direction. But again, remember, speculation zone right now, not the newsroom. We don't know where this is going, but there is some interesting things to look at here, right? So you've seen the jersey, it's been on the screen. Now, Reddit, as Reddit does, they started investigating. So one of the moderators of r/XFL, which you should check it out, reddit.com/r/XFL. That's one of the XFL subreddits. Sir Fiddlesticks, he started digging around a little bit more, right? So shortly after this tweet was posted, luckily we got a screenshot, it was deleted. Like almost instantly, within about a minute, that tweet was gone. Now, there was folks like me that had retweeted it. There were some other folks that had posted it across Reddit and Facebook and things like that, and it started to build up. So Sir Fiddlesticks did, he put on his Sherlock Holmes cap, he got the magnifying glass out, and he started investigating this to see what he could find out. And I'll tell you this, he found some intriguing things. So here's what he had to say. Many speculated the legitimacy of the photo, but here's why I believe it's real. The Twitter user, now we're not going to say the Twitter user's name because we want to, give him his privacy here, because he deleted the tweet, and we'll get to why I think so here more in a minute. But the Twitter user, XXX, has the hashtags Team Adidas and hashtags uniforms in his Twitter bio. Adidas could definitely be a potential gear provider for the XFL, so this leads me to believe this really is a jersey for the Vipers. So-and-so's LinkedIn profile shares many of the same similarities, including location and profile picture likeness. Not only that, but the occupation listed as so-and-so LLC, also in parentheses, Adidas Customs, right? So according to his LinkedIn page, which shows the same photo of the same person, shows that he does do Adidas custom jerseys or works for a company that does do Adidas jerseys, at least custom jerseys. So that's another key here, right? But according to Sir Fiddlesticks, this is why I believe not only is the picture of that jersey legitimate, but that Adidas is the gear provider for the XFL kicking off in February of 2020. Now again, we don't know, but what's interesting to note here, and again, one of the reasons we're giving this privacy here, is not only was the tweet deleted, this user deleted his Twitter profile and his LinkedIn profile. Now I would imagine it might be a little bit of a shock if you noticed a lot of people visiting your LinkedIn page after you posted this image, so I don't know. Now, to me, that does add a little bit of legitimacy to this story, at least a little bit of allure, right? Maybe a little crumb, right? Hansel and Gretel style. We have to follow the trail to see where it leads us. But the fact that the tweet was deleted, that doesn't tell me much, right? People could have asked him to delete it. It could, again, we still don't know, could just be a concept. But the fact that he deleted his Twitter and his LinkedIn account, like I said, that's just a little intriguing if you ask me. But again, what do you think? Let us know down in the comments below. Click the link down in the description for the Discord. Join the conversation. We're always having a good time. But really, that's about it for this week. There was some pretty decent news, some fun speculative news. I'm sure we will find more out soon because it looks like the draft is going to be here in about 2 weeks. And I would assume we might get a better picture on these jerseys. And I'll tell you this, I'm excited to pick up one, if not all of the jerseys as soon as I can. I need that Roughnecks jersey for when I go tailgating and when I go out and have fun with the boys. So let's get signed up. But before we let you go, if you didn't know, we're also on Facebook and Twitter at XFL Newsroom. So head over there and follow us right away. And since we're on YouTube, make sure you drop a like, comment, subscribe, and hit that bell to see when we're dropping new videos. Some are going to be live and some are going to be pre-recorded just like this one. So until next time, ooh, sign you up.